to the EXP Vision Update 2024. I'm Brent Gove. I'm your host today, and we could not be more excited to have you with us. We have so much reason and cause to be bullish and excited about the year ahead for your families and your dreams. But today, man, I could not be more honored and privileged to be with my colleagues, Gene Frederick, Jay Kinder, Veronica Figueroa. Later on, we got some special guests we're going to introduce. But before we do that, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the founder and CEO of EXP coming to you to kind of share his heart for the year, for all of us, what his vision is. He's done a great job the past 14 years. I think we all give him a big thumbs up. The biggest disruptor. And help me welcome Glenn Sanford, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Brent. And thank you, everyone. I think we've got like a full house, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of us on here. And
Yes.
super excited. You know, it's obviously 2024. It's the second day of 2024, depending on where you're in the country or in the world. In some places in the world, it's actually January 3rd. It is a new year, and it's going to be an exciting new year. So super excited, super stoked about what's going on. So, first of all, we are, when we think about 2024 and going forward, one of the things I want to just touch on is that we've accomplished so much so far. And what I mean by that is we pioneered an entirely new model for residential real estate. We basically took the traditional brokerage model where the agents were on the bottom, and we actually put agents on the top. And what I mean by that is that from the day I actually got into real estate, I started my first team, I recognized that starting a team really was less about me, but more about the people that I served, whether they were agents on the team, staff that were joining me on the journey, et cetera. I've referred to myself as the highest paid assistant in real estate because I think that's really what I do more than anything else is I think about others. And with that, 2009 is 14 plus years ago, and you think about what we've done since then. We were the first company to do what was referred to as revenue share. A large company, I won't name names, said they'd already tried it and it wouldn't work, and that we were idiots for trying to do it. Well, we did it anyway, and it has literally changed the game. And one of the other things that we wanted to do, and I wanted to do this even pre-EXP, as I wanted agents to be actual shareholders in the company. And I'm proud to say, obviously, that we are the first public company in the history of real estate to actually make agents significant shareholders in the company. And we did that. And today, we're the only company, public for sure, maybe private as well, but certainly public, the only company today that has 60 to 70% of our shares after 14 years that are still held by our founders, agents, brokers, and staff. And that's an amazing accomplishment. It means that at the end of the day, this is a company that I can, Leo and Michael will be on here later, the rest of our 2,400 or so staff, we are building this on behalf of our agents, our shareholders, and obviously other people can become shareholders along the way. That's one of the benefits of being a public company. But at the end of the day, this company is being built for agents. One of the things I wanted to think about in 2024 is really thinking about goal setting. And 14 years is, we've accomplished a lot. We're in 24 countries. We're basically 90,000 agents plus or minus, and we've accomplished a lot. But one of the things that you don't want to do is to rest on your laurels. And so for us, it's like, how do we start to think about going into 2024, and how do we even think bigger than we've thought already? Obviously, we've got big ambitious goals. You've heard them before. We've talked about 500,000 agents in the next 5 years. Of course, that's a aspirational goal, but I think that that's achievable. The time frame's a little bit sometimes not as straightforward. And 1 million agents in 10 years, and that's continues to be part of it. But one of the other things I was thinking about more tactically, being more visible internationally. I just got a chance to spend some time with some of our agents and brokers in Australia. Or earlier this year, I got to spend some time with agents in Portugal, and in earlier in the year in London, and in different parts of the world. And so being more visible internationally is one of our goals. Obviously, continuing to improve the agent value proposition. Uh, Another one, and this is a big one, running a profitable real estate brokerage in a bad market. That was actually something that we set out to do back in 2009. 2009, the market, well, I use the technical term, sucked, but it was a bad market. And so one of the things was, how do we build a real estate brokerage model that can be here for the long run? And part of that, and being able to do that, is to actually run a profitable real estate brokerage so that you as shareholders can be part of something that can stand the test of time. And while other companies are trying to figure out how to be profitable and will have to reorganize and change their caps and splits and do all these things, you can rest assured that we've got a solid model for you. One of the other things we're doing is that we're improving across the board. Obviously, we brought on Brian Ellington earlier this year. Leo's got an announcement around training and education, and which we're really excited about. We're using things like AI and other machine learning technologies to improve the transaction management workflow, and eventually using a lot of these things to really build an entirely new way of actually transacting business. Obviously, we've got a lot of things going on. You can't read the news today and not hear about things that are a challenge to our industry. We've got a very robust legal team. I think we've got, I don't know the exact number now, 12, 14 attorneys on staff, a number of legal firms that we've got on contract to basically handle all the things that we have to deal with. But this is all part of the package. I did an Instagram a few days ago, and when you build something significant, people will, and I'm not judging it right or wrong, but people will come and try to take it from you in some way or form. That's part of the game, and recognizing it's part of the game makes us gives us the ability to be agile and nimble, and to move in the right way. So, these are just a few things that have been going on, and some of the things that we're thinking about. But at the end of the day, we're at the beginning of 2024, and I want to ask the basic question, and this is for everybody watching, whether you're with EXP or not. At the end of the day, what do you want out of life? And there are no right answers. Literally, there are no right answers. There are no wrong answers as well. They're just your answers. However, there is power to thinking big. Thinking about what it would be like to fill in the blank. Take an epic vacation somewhere around the world, to to be able to bring all of your family from around the globe, 2 or 3 generations, to be able to come together and meet maybe some of them for the first time. What are your legacy for your family? What is you want that to be? My favorites, I know Brent, also big author, that was formative for him, Zig Ziglar. You can have everything you want in life if you just help enough other people get what they want. And one of the other things I think is I've struggled sometimes figuring out what I want out of life. And maybe some of you are there, and sometimes that is part of the struggle, is to say, what do I want? When you can literally choose to go in any direction, sometimes there's a little bit of paralysis, because it's almost a paradox of choice. But here's the basics of it. Even if you don't know what you want, help others. And what you're doing is you're basically taking the most important part of that phrase. You can have anything you want in life if you just help other people get what they want. But if you help others, then you're helping others, is really the momentum for your life. It sets you up for a future legacy. And at the end of the day, I think that legacy is proportional to the value you provide to others. And even if you don't know what you want, help others, family, friends, clients, other agents, people in need. You fill, needs that you can help fill. And I think that's when you think about 2024, what needs are you filling for other people? Um, and that's the whole game. The game itself is all about helping others. And if we do that, then we set up and we make a ton of deposits. I think Brent talks about this a lot, making deposits. And you make these deposits. You may never go and collect the deposits in your lifetime, but just making those deposits builds your legacy. So, for 2024, I would just challenge you to think big, help others, and at the end of the day, it's going to be an amazing 2024. We've had a few things obviously going on. Last year and a half or so, we had interest rates obviously climb fastest they climbed in history. We've seen actually interest rates starting to moderate. Mortgage rates have come down. I think they might have ticked up a little bit here at the beginning of the year, but they've been coming down. The Fed sort of suggested that inflation has been tamed and that there'll be potentially a number of interest rates reductions. So that means that in the next 6 to 12 months, we're going to actually see the market start to pick up. And so if you've been sticking it out the last couple of years, you're only a short period of time till things start to be back to what we as seasoned real estate professionals consider to be a normal market. And so I'm excited about each and every one of you sticking it out, making it happen, putting things together. And at the end of the day, this is going to be an amazing transition year. 2024, 2023 certainly was. 2022 certainly had its moments as well. But 2024, I think we've turned the corner and it's off the races. So with that, thanks everyone, and I will be here to hang out and answer any questions.
Love it, Glenn, man. I mean, wow, he's a special person. We're so glad that he is our leader, our founder, commander-in-chief, CEO. What a great guy. That was beautiful. Thank you. Look at all that. They love me. They give me lots of love in the chat. Okay, our next speaker tonight is going to be our chief growth officer, a dear friend of mine I've gotten to know over the past 4 years. I absolutely love the man. Help me welcome Mr. Michael Valdez, everybody.
Oh, Brent, thank you so much. And I've always told you, don't ever make me follow Glenn. He is incredible. Glenn, thank you for your leadership. Thank you really for guiding us and to everything that we do. But you know what? Everything that Glenn was saying, we're talking about the fact that this is a shifting market, let's call it. But in those things that we're dealing with, opportunity arises. And I think that we're all set up to truly be the people who take advantage of the opportunities that are there in the marketplace now. There's going to be challenges in our industry right now. We've all been seeing it, but with that, there's also going to be consolidation. There is going to be no better solution of consolidation than EXP. We have already been working towards that in 2023. We brought in several programs. We brought in the Boost program, which was a program which was a financial incentive for independent brokerages that were culturally aligned to EXP. And we had many brokerages that already took advantage of that. We had a great brokerage that took advantage of that with Michael Bean and the Bean Group in the Northeast of the country. Had about 600 agents that were part of his company, 20-year independent broker that joined EXP, saw the value, saw the growth, saw what was his future with us. And he's so excited and had almost no attrition, which is amazing with a company that big as he joined our company. We had many other brokerages that are already in queue in the process of joining under this program. We also created a program called Accelerate. Accelerate was for every new agent coming into EXP. that would actually incentivize them to help grow their own organization as part of their production. And as part of that, we were going to unlock their second and third levels for 12 months. That's an incredible incentive for any new agent coming in. And towards the end of the year, we also introduced Thrive, which is a program to incentivize teams through a series of stock options. So there are incredible programs that we've already put into place, and we will continue to do that. We are very agile. We have no debt. We have a strong balance sheet. There's nobody else that can do this in our industry. It's crazy. It was, something that Glenn always sort of says. It's like watching the most of our competitions that are so large. Dinosaurs can't move that well, and it's so difficult to do that. And we're so agile because of who we are, because of the fact that we are a virtual company, that we don't have the bricks and mortar, that we don't have the heavy expenses, that we are able to work with these groups that need our help now more than ever. And, Glenn was talking about the international growth. And obviously that's something that's so dear to me as I help grow that as well. And when we start thinking about this, we have had some incredible successes this year. In the United Kingdom, for example, we are now in the top 5 of all estate agencies in that country. In South Africa, we have over 1,100 agents in South Africa in just over 3 years. We're in the top 10 of all estate agencies in South Africa. There's over 5,000 estate agencies in South Africa. We have incredible growth that we've done in Australia, in France, in Spain, in Portugal. We continue to do those things, double down on those countries that are doing great, and looking at new opportunities that we're hopeful to announce very soon for this year. We've also looked at different divisions that we've done. We looked at, for example, eXp Luxury. We have over 1,000 agents that have joined eXp Luxury thus far. We have now expanded that internationally into Puerto Rico, South Africa, the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, and we are expanding to all international countries by the end of Q1. So we're doing a lot with eXp Luxury. It's been an incredible division. We're going to be announcing several other divisions that we're looking at. Among them, we're going to be doing a farm and ranch division. We're going to be looking at a sports and entertainment division, and we're looking at a green division. So we're really looking at diversifying and really focusing on what the agent needs are. So it's been an exciting time of what we've been doing. We are here to continue to support the agents in that growth. We are super excited for 2024. Leo and myself and Glenn, we all met just a couple of weeks ago in Dallas, and we were just strategizing as to where will our industry be going, and really shifting and having our plan A, plan B, plan C as to where we have to shift depending on where the market is. We don't want to be reactive. We were the only company a few weeks ago where Leo, myself, Glenn, and our legal team got on a Zoom call, because no one was talking about the commission lawsuits. Everyone was really lost. We had about 6,000 people on that call because we wanted to really be transparent. We wanted to say, we don't have all the answers, but we are the company that we believe will be there. Depending on where the industry takes us, we will respond, we will be there, we will thrive, and we will be that as one company. So Brent, thank you for allowing me some moments on, and I will be here for any questions that you guys get.
I love it, man. Thank you, Michael, so much. Thanks for making time to be here. The first day of 2024. And if you haven't heard the common theme, it's like, what can we do to help the agent? Our passion, adding value, making a difference, loving, giving, serving. I mean, they just laid it out right there. So then you got to throw in the strategy, the focus, the whole plan ahead. Nobody better than our Chief Strategy Officer, Leo Pareja. If you don't know him, he's a famous guy in the industry. Everything he's ever done, he has succeeded at. So we are beyond blessed, and I could not be more proud to introduce him to you. Leo, welcome.
Thank you, Brent. As usual, following Glenn and Michael's is part of the game for me. I get to work side by side with these gentlemen. But just recapping everything both of them just said, I would say that 2023 was one of the year of operational excellence. This company underwent massive growth. And with massive growth comes pain and having to go back and retool. So there was a lot of effort from a lot of other folks in leadership that are on this call, like Patrick O'Neill and Shweb Ansari and Carolyn Merchant, where we were going back and really making sure that the experience is top notch, right? At the end of the day, we're not doing brain surgery. We are selling real estate. And what is most important every single day is that we pay you faster. We onboard you faster. We answer your questions as fast as possible. First level support, whether it's a broker question, an onboarding question, there's a difference between I have a question about a form, or I'm at the settlement table with a consumer and I need to make sure that this gets fixed on the DA as fast as possible. So we will continue on that. We're obsessed with that. For anyone on the call who ever runs into a headache, please message us, whether it's on Workplace or text message or anything. We actually listen quite a bit. We're obsessed with making incremental improvements that make a big difference in your life every day. And I can't tell you the amount of stories of agents said, hey, you actually did exactly what I shared with you guys. So you guys are on the field. We need to know. The other big thing I was very excited to launch last year, which I think is going to be a very big theme for us in 2024, is EXP exclusives. It's now operational. I think we have north of 7,000 agents using the application. There's hundreds of unique listings that are only available to EXP agents in there following NAR's clear cooperation and compensation. And that was launched prior to the commission lawsuits. So even more relevant depending on which way the courts go and the settlements shake out. So we have this very unique tool that's very important to us. So if you don't know about EXP exclusives, make sure you show up to one of the webinars. There's lots of information at Workplace and a couple of other places. The other thing that falls under operational excellence, making your lives better, stay tuned for updates to the My EXP app. There is quite a bit that's been in development that will be launching in the next couple months. It's in beta right now, but that will become the center of the universe. We want you to be able to check, whether it's commissions, settlements, rev share, that will be the center of your universe. We're tying every other piece of technology we use to that, to make it simple, to make it mobile, and have it all in one place. So that's been a labor of love for the last 12, 18 months. And you will start seeing pretty drastic improvements this quarter. And I didn't want to talk about it before we were at the finish line, but it's already been tested. So it's coming right behind it. Next is something that Glenn teased with joining of Brian Ellington. So for the folks that you don't know, our Chief Learning Officer, he is an industry veteran that comes from quite a pedigree of chief product officer, chief learning officer of some of the largest companies in the industry. We will be rolling out lots of training and coaching programs. You will see some very familiar faces who are rolling out their products and services through us in partnership with us, and we'll be expanding that reach. And to firmly more establish EXP agents as thought leaders in the industry, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be launching a live streaming real estate radio station and supporting podcast channels, supporting many of our best and brightest content creators, as well as industry experts to bring the latest real estate news, trends, and strategies and tactics to grow your business, which is something that Glenn's been wanting for a while, and it will be live in the next couple of weeks. So, and then the last thing I'll mention is we are working on many more software deals like the ones you saw come in the last 18 months. One of them is specifically for tracking numbers. It'll be included right in your current stack, no additional fees. So we're just trying to keep you guys at the center of everything, give you as much value as possible. But at the end of the day, we're highly aware that we're here to support you in selling real estate to families all over this country and doing that with as little friction as possible. So with that, I'll hand it back to Brent and stay for any questions you guys may have.
Leo, thank you. Outstanding. Love you. What talent. And I love how you give credit to all the other talent that is with you guys. We're so blessed. And so thank you for coming on here. I want to, at this point, hand this over to the legend. Everybody loves Gene. Everybody loves him. He owned multiple franchises at Keller Williams. Well, he owned pieces of regions, sold everything, came to EXP, changed our company. So Gene, the floor is yours. We want to hear, what your thoughts are. You're still muted if you didn't notice. For 2024, the floor is yours, my man. Take it away.
There it is. I'm unmuted.
There you
Woohoo!
go.
Boy,
There
this
you
is
go.
live. I like it when it's live. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to reiterate what Glenn said. 2024 is a big year for us. You know why? It's a leap year. It's a leap year. Do you know there's a February 29th? And I'm going to bring Glenn back to 8 years ago, 2016, February 29th. We were in Austin at the Oasis, and Glenn was looking at his phone. I said, "What's that?" And it was 996, 997, 990. I said, "What's that?" He goes, "We might go over 1,000 agents." Ladies and gentlemen, 8 years ago, February 29th, 2016, we hit 1,000 agents. And there were 4 people there, Debbie and Susan and me and Glenn. We're high-fiving each other. That was 8 years ago. This journey we've been on is epic. It's not little, it's huge. I'm going to reiterate what Glenn said. If you're not thinking big, think bigger. Okay? Help others. Guys, if you want to help others in your community, help people in your community. Now, here's how you're going to help people. Write this down. Master your craft. Guys, I'm not concerned about the NAR stuff. You know why I'm not? Because if you add value to people as a realtor, they're never going to look at what your commissions are. You're going to earn your commissions so much. With the absence of value, that's when price comes into play. So I want you to master your craft. How do you master your craft? I'm going to give you 2 tips this year in 2024. Number 1, the Lord gave you certain gifts. He did. Just so you know, use them. Use them. We're all different. I talk to agents that go, "Gene, I love to be on the internet. I can be on it all day long." Boom, man. I'm going to do Facebook Lives. I'm going to do everything. Do it. Does that make sense? If you're an open house guy like Brent Gove used to be, he taught classes on Brent Gove. He's an open house guy. Use your gifts. Now, here's how you do it. Glenn can reiterate to this. When we went over 1,000 agents 8 years ago, I had in my pocket the goals for the next couple of years. In my pocket. They were with me, written down. So write down your goals for 2024 right now. What you want to do is write your goals down and have a strategy to achieve those goals. Then you bring it back down. There's your yearly goals. Break it down into months. Break your months back into weeks. Break your weeks into every day. Guys, it's not that hard. Stay consistent. I'd rather have you guys call literally 5 past clients a day than 25 past clients in one day. Why am I saying that? Because if you stay consistent and do it, it's amazing. That's how we built this company. Glenn came to see me in May of 2015. He says, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, I've got an interview at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, Monday through Friday." He goes, "What do you mean? 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, Monday through Friday." That's how that's how Elizabeth Riley and myself and Rob Flick and Scott and Tracy Lewis, we built this company. Is we basically just became consistent at what we do. So to think that in 8 years, Glenn, think about this, my friend. We've gone from 1,000 agents to over 90,000 in 8 years. 2024 is going to be as epic as you want it to be. Make your goals, set them down, and let me tell you, stay humble. Stay humble. This journey has been epic for me, for Glenn, for all of us here, but let's stay humble as we go through it on our way to 500,000 agents from whenever it is. Stay humble. Thank the Lord for everything you guys do. And thank you for letting me just share my vision in 2024. We're going to rock it. See you guys at the end.
Love it, Gino. Thank you. Everybody loves you. You're getting all kinds of hearts and loves, man. They're eating you up as always. So thank you. Great points. Okay, one of our final speakers as we wrap up today is, I think, one of the most influential women in North America in real estate today. We're blessed to have her at none other than EXP. She is definitely top superstar at EXP. She's from Florida and Puerto Rico, and she crisscrosses travels the world and loves people, adds value everywhere she goes. She's dynamic. Help me welcome Veronica Figueroa, everyone. Great to have you here. And you are muted still, my friend. So yeah, let's forget
That's very shocking, right? Because everyone who knows me knows I'm usually a talker. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Glenn, Michael, Leo, for your leadership. And of course, Brent, Jean, Jay, you guys have paved the way for so many of us. And I'm just honored to be here. I can't believe that just 4.5 years ago, I moved my entire brokerage over to this company. And I'll never forget, Jay was like, all right, girl, you know, you're going to do big things here. I was like, I just want to sell real estate. I came to this company to sell real estate, and I came to this company to do what I was really passionate about. And I'm still passionate about that. I run a team every single day. I'm in it with you guys, and I understand 2023, we faced some challenges, but what I'm most excited about, and I was talking to the guys about this earlier, is like, this is the kind of market that I lived in for so many years before the last few years. That was really, really fun. But this is the kind of market that I love to be in, when I get to lean on people, when I get to look at my leadership team and just say, you know, what are we doing together? I took some notes, and first of all, I just want to say my gratitude bank is just so full. And I just want to thank every single one of you guys at EXP who excite me every day as to why I'm at this company, because it's the people, it's the community. It's not just the financial model. It is the intangibles that this company has to offer, and it's the people. Second, I want to just say thank you, Leo and Michael, for what you do behind the scenes. And of course, Glenn, the visionary, but I wrote down a lot of things as to what I'm going to be doing in 2024. I don't want to talk about what I've done in the past. I want to talk about what we're doing in 2024, which is going deep with our company. I mean, I have had the opportunity to speak with Mark Woodling. If you don't know this name, look him up. Kyle Hilson, Eileen, I have a call tomorrow with her. Brian Ellington, I had an opportunity to speak with him just to understand their passion and the direction that we're going as a company, because of this dream team that Glenn has assembled, not only just in Michael and in Leo, but, you know, even with Success Magazine and Carolyn and her marketing division, so many cool things, because they listen to what we as agents, because we are agents first. I'm an agent first, just like you guys, what we need. And what we need to do is take a minute and look at yourself in the mirror and say, have I really paid attention to all that EXP is offering me? And this year, 2024, I'm going in so deep with this company that I call home. And I'm excited about the EXP solutions. I'm excited about the tools and the resources and everything that Leo and his team are working on, that when I get a chance to talk to him, he's always thinking about us, the agents, how we can do more for our lives and our businesses while keeping our business healthy and sustainable, to make sure not only you win as an agent, but also the company can be sustainable. So I'm super pumped about that, because I'm all in. I'm all in with this company. And I know that the work that they are doing to support us as the top teams in the industry, top agents are moving here. There's attrition. Attrition is going to happen in any market. But what I'm looking at is who is lining up to sign up here at EXP today because of what we are doing. The most agent-centric company in the world, and putting together the most amazing toolbox for you to arm yourself to do what you do best, which is serve your community and sell more homes. So if I can give you any advice for 2024, is make a commitment to go a little bit deeper with EXP and the tools and the resources. Get in Family Tree if you're not in a Family Tree. If you come, every once in a while, you'll come across someone that says, oh, you know, someone who introduced me to the company, I love the company, but they're not here. We are your family. We are your family. You are not sponsorless. You are not alone. You have an entire community here ready to serve you. And I want you to just make a small commitment to say, I'm going to go deeper in 2024 and leverage the tools and resources. If you're not signed up for Express Offers, do it today. If you're not signed up for Zenlist, do it today. If you're not familiar with what your brokerage support can do, I'm telling you, the brokerage support team in Florida, love all the other states, but I got to say, we rock. Florida rocks. Them diving deep with us on how to handle our listing strategies to make sure that we're protected, especially with all the chatter that's going on, and also how to be stronger in your confidence and in your business with your exclusive buyer agency agreement. We have strong leadership, guys. And in this market, that's what matters most. Not theory. These are proven leaders. And I'm inviting you to lock arms with us this year, and let's just go deeper with what we have. Avoid the shiny object. Let's go deep. Let's sell some houses. Let's serve our community, and let's go change lives. I love you guys all.
Wow. And that is why she is a star in the global real estate market. We all love her. I love how you're in the, at least on my screen, you're in the very middle. It's like the rose with all these thorns, you know? I mean, we're so glad you're here. Thank you. Amazing. Okay. Wow. Look at all the love they're giving you, Veronica. Okay. So our final person I'm going to get to introduce is someone I met in 1999. That's right. It was the millennial change. The world's going to end. Your clock is going to stop. You will not have water, gas, food, and your pretty much life is over as we know. That's when I met Jay Kinder. I was, I don't know, 37 years old, 38, selling 48 homes a year. I fly to Toronto and there he is on stage. He's a big star. And Craig Proctor's talking about this Jay Kinder guy, #1 couple banker agent in the world. I think he was like 19 years old or something ridiculous, but I've known him for 24 years. I love the man. He is a incredible human being. So Jay, the stage is yours. Take it away.
What's up? Hey, thank you so much, Brent. And hey, you're dating us, man. They're probably, the next thing we should probably tell them is that we were around when they had MLS books, right? So it definitely, we've seen a few things, right? That's what I love about this. First of all, how powerful is it to see that all we do is wake up every day trying to think of how do we add more value to the agents here? Like it's such a blessing. And I just want to say thank you, Glenn, for creating an opportunity that allows us to wake up every day just making a difference in people's lives. It's the most fulfilling thing that I've ever done in my life. I'm absolutely blessed to be here, and I'm excited about this market. And I was doing some research and just doing what I normally do. And I'm going to give a little credit to Keeping Current Matters. If it's one of the things I subscribe to and I watch every single month. And looking at the data, and one of the things that Steve says is average agents, understand what's happening. I think most agents don't understand what's happening. Good agents, do understand what's happening. But I think what great agents, experts in this business, the true professionals understand is they can explain what's going on in the marketplace, and then they leverage that in marketing to attract clients. That's what I geek out on every day. And right now, we have literally the perfect storm lining up for 2024, and you need to understand what's happening. We are seeing price appreciation decelerate, not meaning that it's going down. It's just not going up at rates that are not normal like we've seen in the last few years. That's going to allow homes to be more affordable. We're seeing rates going down. The prediction is by summer, we're going to start seeing things in the 6s. Affordability is going to be a big part of what brings a lot of buyers off the fence. If you've been calling leads or prospecting or talking to people and they're not making decisions and sellers aren't moving, all of these things, that effort that you put in the last 2 years, that same effort is going to get a 2 or 3x result on the same amount of time that you've been working. You're going to see a huge gain if you stay focused and do the work. And we see that the rates are going to be coming down. Wages, I was looking at a statistic earlier. Wages are starting to catch up 6% year over year. They're up. So now wages are starting to catch up. Inflation has been tamed. We have the perfect storm, and that's where these homes are going to come from. This extra 20% gain in number of homes sold is going to come from. And so here's what I would focus on if I were you. I would focus on double down on lead generation, double down on listings. There's going to be expired listings that houses that didn't sell in 60 days aren't selling. You go look at the data, the houses that have been on the market and never got a price reduction and never got repositioned, they don't sell. Those are going to expire because agents are not communicating and having conversations with their clients. So there's going to be opportunity for you to get listings. Also, one of the things in talking to a lot of people like Veronica and some of the top teams from around the country, a lot of what has happened the last few years is going to continue. And that is the majority of listing opportunities are coming from buyer conversations, understanding and finding out, do they have a home to sell? A lot of this is going to be a big part of getting listings. The sticker price of interest rates from moving from where you're at to somewhere else, for waiting for that house in the neighborhood that you really want to get into, or if you're wanting to get a bigger house or a smaller house, that's starting to change. With rates coming down, you're going to see more sellers coming on the market. You're going to see inventory increase. And this is going to be a phenomenal year. Buyers are going to get off the fence. We're going to see a lot more things start to move like it has before it did the last 18 months. I am super pumped about this marketplace. And I'm super excited that I get to be here with all of you guys and share and try to add value and figure out ways that we can help agents close more deals, get more leads, and do it at a reasonable cost. And it's just cool that all of us waking up every day thinking the same thing. How do we add value to the agents? That's our competitive advantage. I would not want to compete with us. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Jay Kender, well said. Man, I love you. The guy just fires me up. He always hits me where I want it, to, giving you all kinds of love there. It's great. Well, I'm not going to reiterate everyone, but I wrote down one thing Glenn said, and we're going to wrap this up, and then one thing from Michael and Leo. But I love when, and he said so many, but the power of thinking bigger. Like, we think so small. Like, get off this thing here. Go. I don't know if you know, this is like my 4th cup of coffee today, and it is 6 o'clock at night or whatever time it is. And I'm pumped up. And go get to know. Go create your future, or someone will give you a job and create it for you. So go design what you want to do, put in the work. But I love that, the power of thinking big, dreaming big. Thank you, Glenn. Leo, I'm right there with you, baby. EXP exclusives all the way, man. I think it's going to be huge. I'm super excited about it. I love what you bring to this company. Brilliant. So good. A lot of you like, what's EXP exclusives? You're going to find out. You're going to like it. It's like, what's an iPhone? You're gonna find out. Remember when we all had Crackberries and Blackberries? Oh, I don't want glass. Where's my buttons? And then of course, Michael, man, the safe haven, the obvious choice for what's going on out there. I've never seen so many franchises. They're not renewing. They're like, no, we cry uncle. We want out. Independence. Where can we go? Here, come to Papa. We are a multi-billion-dollar debt-free company, and some of you have fought this. I fought Airbnb. It's awesome. I fought Netflix. It's awesome. I don't know why I fight this stuff. I still haven't ordered from Amazon. I could be the only person left on the planet. I know, it's weird. I know. But here's the deal. You're holding onto your Crackberry, and there's a smartphone. There's an iPhone waiting for you. It's time. Come join us. We are a movement. We're going to be a global force. We're going to be in 100 countries, not 24. We're going to have those million agents, and you're going to benefit in ways you never dreamed of. We are just getting started. So as I wrap this up, I want to say this: do the work. If for those of you, I want to talk to the 80%. There's the 80-20. The 20% of you are killing it. You got 40 homes in escrow, 80 homes in escrow. Some of you big teams, 800, 1,600. We get teams at EXP with 2,600 sales a year. I mean, not talking to you. I'm going to talk to the 80% right now as we wrap it up today. What would I do if I were you? If I was starting over, I always say, what would you do if you started over in Phoenix or in Tulsa or in Tucson or in Miami or West Palm Beach or out in, Nebraska? Here's what I would do. Because I'm the open house guy, I would go to work. Papa would show up and I'd call a Century 21 agent or a Remax agent. Can I hold your listing open on Saturday? I call a Coldwell Banker agent. Can I hold your listing open on Sunday? And I get out there at 9 in the morning and work till 9 at night. And I do it again on Sunday. And then on Monday, I would go do what I wanted to do. On Wednesday, I go to the pumpkin farm with the 5th graders. I had my freedom during the week, but on the weekend, I was a weekend warrior. And I put myself in the passive progress. Now, maybe you're a door knocker. Do it with passion. I mean, just like Gene said, don't do 25 in a day, do 5 every day. Go out there and do it. And you bring the energy to your door knocking. You bring the energy to asking referrals with Brian Buffini and Joe Stump. And again, I'm not you 20%ers, you're using TikTok, Instagram, social media. You got your funnels and all that. I'm talking to the 80% that is still manual. I still like that stuff. I like to do open houses and meet people. Join LaTip, join BNI, go join the Chamber of Commerce, get out there, sponsor Little League, talk to the parents. Just massive action creates results. And I get it. You're not great right now, but you will be. But if you stay in your head, if you're in your head, you're dead. So put in massive action. You'll improve quickly. You'll invert that learning curve. And you'll make money for your family. Because yes, we love our clients, but you're here for your kids. You're here for your husband, your wife. So, man, I could not be more excited. I'm going to wrap up with a quote, and then Rob's going to share this. But I got this from John Maxwell. It's so appropriate as we wrap it up today. It says this: those closest to you determine the level of your success. No leader, past, present, or future, are successful without this. It will either make them or break them. What am I referring to? It's none other than the law of the inner circle. Who is on your inner circle? This is my inner circle. These are the people I roll with, and I put myself in here through my hard work, sheer will, and determination. You can too. I want you to leave here, set those big goals, come up with a plan, but go, who am I running with? Who am I running with? And ask them, can we meet? Can we meet every week and have coffee? I met John Jennings every week. I would meet with Jay. I met with Veronica, and I met with Gene and so many other leaders. You got to be intentional about this stuff. So here's your chance. I'm going to give you a cheat code. I'm going to give you a way to shortcut it. Suffer, pain, low and slow. Forget that. Invert this thing. You do it by getting around people who think differently and challenging you. So what is that? If you want the right inner circle, we have 1,100 of the most influential EXP superstars coming to Cabo. And if I were you and you're a guest, wild horses could have kept me away. Get a plane ticket. Well, it's an extra $300-400 now. Get a plane ticket and come to Cabo, because we got 1,100 of us. Can we scroll up through this, or is it a video? Well, we'll play the video. We'll give them a little short video. Yep. So here's the deal. Let's get that off the screen. We'll give you a registration. Well, I'll leave that. Okay. Anyways, so here's the deal. Come, it's once a year. I'm telling you, I got invited by Glenn Sanford to go to San Antonio at the Westin with 5 days notice. And guess what I did? I bought flights. I got rental cars. It was expensive. I dropped $5,000 to go to the Westin on the Riverwalk in San Antonio, and it changed my life. And so I'm telling you right now, if you want to win, invest in yourself. Scan that, get yourself a ticket, come out to Cabo. You got over 2 months to plan and prepare. Sell your sofa if you have to, your lazy boy recliner. Come hang out with 1,100 superstars that are serious about their future. Our mastermind runs every morning from like 9 to noon. Then you're able to go enjoy the pool, the spa, the beach, the ocean, golf, fish. You're going to get a vacation. You're going to be inspired. And the people that speak that morning, you're going to be hanging out with them at the pool. You're going to be going to dinner with them. You're going to see them all over that resort. You're going to get an hour with somebody who sells 1,000 homes a year. They think different. They act different. They look different. They ask different questions. And you not being there is not going to help you. So right now, it will sell out. It sells out every year. Scan that code. Get your ticket to Cabo. It's broker agnostic. Anyone can come. I don't care what brokerage you come. Come check us out. It's going to be amazing. So there it is, March 4th through the 9th, in the website cabo2024.com, or scan the code. Let's go ahead and get that off the screen. Bring it back to everybody. Anybody want to share anything as we wrap this up? Any final? We all good? We lost Veronica. We lost the feed there. Okay. Well, I think we said enough. So thanks for being on, everyone. Happy 2024. Go out and be successful and love people, serve people. Thanks for being here tonight. We'll see you.
Thanks, everyone.
See you guys.